They said that this was supposed to be about black people. They said that this was supposed to be about black lives. But if this was about black people, if this was about black lives, why were there so many black lives that were lost doing these riots? Why were there so many black businesses that were destroyed? Why were there so many black neighborhoods that were burned to the ground? Why is that? I flew down to Minneapolis, and right after the riots, and with the help of so many people, just like all of you, we raised $125,000 to help rebuild Minneapolis. And when I went to Minneapolis, I spoke to people on the ground there. And I will never forget speaking to a young black woman. And she just didn't understand why. And it's not even about conservative or liberal. She wasn't even conservative. She didn't even support the president. She just wanted to know why. She said, why did this happen in my community? Why do I no longer have a CVS or a Target or a Burger King or an AutoZone or all of these different things? And the reason why is because the left derived power from this destruction. When you watched what Kamala Harris said, when she laughed and cackled in her weird cackle, it gives me the creeps. That woman will never be vice president, and she damn sure will never be president. But when she told people to stay in the streets and laughed, that is what she meant. Because for Kamala Harris, for Joe Biden, for everybody on the left, for AOC +3, for all of the people that derive their power from this destruction, she was sending a message. She said, stay out there in the streets because it's working. And they paid for it. Exactly. And so they said, stay out in the streets. This is working. And what works for them, what works for the left is destruction. What works for the left is homelessness. What works for the left is fatherlessness. What works for the left is chaos and destruction and unrest. Because they know that if the people are hopeless enough, that if the people are frightened enough, that if the people are scared enough, then they'll get their vote.